All right, so I tried to do this on my Facebook page that I just started, and I could not figure out how to share it here. So now I'm here. I wanted to hop on and talk about regrets. So first, let me make sure that I can see this live. For some reason, my phone just doesn't want to show me the comments. So let's see here. Click for more. I think I'm good. All right. Hi, everybody. So I'm here right now to talk about this thing that I read a while ago, and it actually just came back up, was the top 5 regrets of dying patients in the hospital and what nurses say that people tell them that they regret the most. And I think I'd like to start, I'm going to start at the bottom out of the 5. So on number 5, the 5th top regret that people have the most before death is going to be, I wish that I let myself be happier. So think about this. These people are on their deathbed and they have nothing else to lose. They have nobody to impress. Most of them are probably alone, and why they just would have no reason to lie otherwise. So the 5th regret is, I wish I had let myself be happier. How true is that for all of us? All of us, how true is that? So many times we're like, man, I don't want to go do this. I don't want to be here. This person doesn't make me happy, but let me stay with them because I'm not happy. I'm going to work up these 5 pretty quickly because I want to get to number 1, because that is like the one that stops me in my tracks every time. And I need to get out of here. Let's get out of here. There we go. So the 4th one is, I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. And the person that I was listening to before talk about this spoke about how we let our careers get in the way. Most of these are about career. And we're busy and we're trying to make money so we can retire and live our lives. All the meanwhile, we don't stay in touch with our friends. Or we fall out of touch with our friends because a dumb fight. I know just from my young age, I've been out of touch with a lot of my friends, and I miss them. And I know they have families and they're busy. So it's like, well, I don't want to bother them because they're busy. And this actually made me think again. And so the 5th one was, I wish I had let myself be happier. The 4th one was, I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. The 3rd one is, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. And I think a lot of us don't express our feelings because we're scared that we're going to be judged or rejected or neglected or walked away from. And really, if you're scared of the judgment, it goes back to what I say all the time, and I tell myself this all the time when I'm looking at how I'm showing up in the world, is people will judge you either way. So have the courage to express your feelings and have the courage to even figure out what your feelings mean. Some of us don't even know what we feel on a certain topic because we've never actually asked ourselves, how am I feeling? We're always worried about everybody else's feelings around us. And do you feel okay? Okay, let's just make sure you feel okay. Are you comfortable? Because I can be a little uncomfortable if you're comfortable, as long as that's okay. So I don't know, Ma. It's Huffington Post, so we'll have to see. I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. And these aren't the nurses' regrets. These are the nurses' testimonies from people who told them their regrets on the deathbed. Otherwise, hi, Mom. Okay. Number 2 is, I wish I didn't work so hard. And this is another one that can really come in with career, because we work and we work hard and we work hard to make money to have this life, to work hard to make money to have this life, to work hard to make money to have this life, to do what? To work hard to have more money to have a better life. So it kind of is just a catch-22. In my opinion, you can get really caught up in working for later rather than living life for now. And the one that I wanted to talk about the most is the number one most common regret of people on their deathbed. And it is, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the lives others expected of me. So this could look like fucking anything. This could look like you going to be a doctor because your parents wanted to send you to medical school. This could look like you wanting to be, ooh, look at how pretty that painting looks. This could look like you wanting to be in the military to follow in your father's footsteps. This could look like you not following your dream of doing something because of how a society acts on you. It can look like an infinite form of ways this can look. And wishing to have the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expect of me, goes back to people are going to judge you either way. If you're working for other people's affection, you're never going to get 100% affection. And if you're working for your parents' approval, your parents will die before you do. If you're looking for the approval outside of anywhere besides how you're feeling, you'll never feel as good as you could. And for me, like, I am a recovering people pleaser, and I live to other people's expectations, and a lot of us do. And a lot of us want to do that because we think that that's what good people do. When in reality, you know, we can right now, if we look, a lot of us can totally imagine ourselves in a completely different life based on our own expectations, not the expectations of the people around us. And a lot of people think that it's too late. They have a family, they have a career, and there's always time. Like, just tell yourself that there's always time. And for me, what I'm doing about this information that keeps coming up in my reality is that I am going to do everything I can to get out of my own way and have the courage to live a life true to me, because it's my life. It's not yours. It's not my boyfriend's. It's not my mom's. It's not my brother's. It's not society's. It's mine. And I want everybody else, you guys, to do that for yourself, because everybody would be way happier and way more sustainable and not need to buy these material goods and not need to work for millions of dollars at a job that they hate to try to impress themselves and other people, if we're just true to our purpose and true to our life and true to ourselves and true to our own expectations of what we want life to look like. So I think it just, for me, starts with getting out of my own way, and my life looks something like, it looks much different than what it looked like a year ago, and could look much different than what that looks like in 6 months. And getting out of my own way is getting on Facebook Live without makeup, not brushing my hair, in a sports bra. And that is it, to get out of my own way to spread the message, because even though I want to live my life for me, my life is bigger than me. So sitting here, you know, hooting about living a life true to myself is here for everybody else, and it is here for everybody else no matter who it is that's living true to themselves. If somebody that you know and that you see they're living true to them, that gives you the permission to live true to yourself. And when you like step into that and try that on, it feels awesome. And sure, it's a little scary, and sure, it gets a little scary doing the things that excite you. But once you get over that fear, then you move on to something else. And the only way out of it is through it. And I say this all the time, but if you're uncomfortable being in a life that you don't want, why don't you just let yourself be uncomfortable in a life that you do want? It is so clear and yet so hard to do, especially in, at least I can speak for America and our society. So these are the most common regrets that people have. And again, the number one most common was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. Just think about it. And think about where you're not being true to yourself. Think about where you're living on other people's expectations. Think about, my mom said, I still don't know what I want and I'm practically elderly. Well, does that mean that you're out of time? Does that mean that your life is over? You're so young, Mom. Wear the glitter. So, and that's it exactly though, Mom. I don't want to be almost 60 and not really know what I want. You know, I want to just live in what my excitement is now. And that may change and that's fine. And I could say like right now, like I'm going to be the best veterinarian the world has ever seen. And I'm allowed to change my mind in 6 years, 8 years, 20 years. So yeah, I just want to talk about that. I love this filter. Shiny teeth, shiny fingernails, glitter everywhere. So thanks for watching, Mom. And any of the rewatchers, thank you for watching. And please live life on your expectations.